Morning, and we did some breakfast burritos. These are loaded breakfast burritos. Let's get started with some potatoes that we're going to put in there. Let's take a moment to look at my awesome potato peeler. This thing is fantastic. I got it off Amazon. And when I'm making potato soup or want to dice up potatoes, this really saves a bunch of time peeling potatoes. This video is actually sped up 3 times the speed, so it does look like it's going really fast. It doesn't actually go that quick, but boy, this thing does a really great job. I'm so glad I got this thing. It's super awesome. Stops on its own, and you just throw away the waste right there, or you can fry them up and use them as shoestring potatoes or something, I guess, if you wanted to. But let's get these over to the cutting board, and we're going to chop off both ends, and we're going to quarter these up a little bit because I'm going to use my little chopper that I got off TikTok shop here. It makes it a lot easier. Instead of cutting each one of those up, you just put them in there and slam it down, and you get a nice, perfectly cut potato. Super easy, saves me a boatload of time. We're going to put these in a sealed Ziploc bag so they don't get discolored or being out in the air too long and everything. So off to the grill here. We're going to start with some bacon, and these breakfast burritos are going to have bacon, egg, cheese, sausage, and potatoes. So that's when I say loaded. They're going to be loaded with all kinds of good stuff. Put a little oil down for the Tennessee Pride sausage, doing a pound of that on the griddle. So we're going to get that good and cooked up while we're doing the bacon on the other side and get that good and flipped. Those are thick cut strips of bacon. It's about half a pound, I think it was, half a pound of the package. We're going to get the sausage all crisped up nice, get it done, and once it's done, we're going to put it aside in a bowl. Make sure it doesn't stay on the grill and get dried out or anything. And then with that residual oil and fat from the bacon, we're going to get our potatoes on the grill. The potatoes on a flat top griddle, I don't know what it is about it, but they turn out so freaking good and delicious. They are just awesome. We put a little extra oil down, and we're going to season them with some salt, pepper, and garlic powder. Want to make sure we get that mixed up really good, and you'll see that they are already starting to get a little bit of color on them. It doesn't take long. I probably have it on medium to high heat right here. But basically, I keep moving them around. I don't let them sit too far because I don't want them to burn. But yeah, we're getting some good color on them now. Take a look at that. It's looking pretty good. I did add extra SPGP once they get moved around a little bit. And pretty much once these get to the right color and the doneness, we'll set them to the side. But these are always a hit whenever I do the potatoes like this on the griddle. Look at that color on there. Really good. Soft in the middle, crunchy outside. Absolutely perfect. Next, we'll get these scooted over here pretty soon, and we're going to go ahead and put our eggs on the grill. Again, with these eggs, I'm using a dozen scrambled eggs right here. Pour them super slow. This video is sped up a little bit for time, but I'm pouring them really slow at a time. Make sure they start cooking and everything. You pour them too quick, they're going to go all over the place and even out the back, and we don't want to do that. I did add a little bit of pepper. I didn't add any extra salt because all the residual seasoning on the griddle. Adding our sausage back to kind of heat it up, and then mixing in the potatoes and everything all together. Make sure everything's all good. We're going to put it into a big bowl, and we're going to get ready to start wrapping our burritos. We got to add some cheese first. I mean, that looks pretty good as it is. Here we're going in with a Colby Jack shredded cheese, putting that bag in there and mixing it up really good. We've got Mission flour tortillas. I like using these tortillas. They're soft, they're pliable and everything. The burrito size, they're a little bit big, and they wrap pretty good. Actually, I busted the first one because I overfilled it, but we won't do that again. So if you guys want a quick tutorial on how I wrap burritos or how to wrap a burrito, we'll do one real quick here. Super easy. Get all your innards in there, and then you're going to fold over the top, tuck the sides, tuck again, roll, and we're going to slow it down for you. Here we go. We've got our piece of bacon goes first, and then we got our scoop of all of our good stuff, the sausage, egg, cheese, and potato mixture. I mean, give me a fork right there, and I can knock that out. That's good stuff. So you're going to fold the tortilla over the top of it. And once you do that, you're going to do a little tuck. Here it comes. Watch. Tuck. You see how I tucked it in? Then the sides go in. You don't want any wings sticking out. And you fold them again. And then as I'm rolling, I might tuck a little bit more and just roll it. Keep rolling it. You don't want to go too tight, but you don't want it to be loose either. And there you go. Look at that. Super easy, guys. You guys can do this. So we're going to get all these burritos rolled up here. And then once I have them all done and ready to go, we're going to put them back on the griddle to kind of give them a little sear. We want to crisp up the outside of the tortilla, gives it a nice crunch and heats everything up and makes it super awesome. I have these taco holders. These work super good on the Blackstone for tacos. You put your flour tortilla in there, it kind of warms it up. But they also work well for burrito holders too. So I've used them for this. I've also used them for, sometimes I make chimichangas and kind of crisp it up with like the fajita stuff on the inside. And we'll use these to hold them together too. But once you get them seared on both sides, nice golden brown color, I just stick them in that holder and it stays shut. Sure, then when you put the burrito initially down on the grill, you put it the rolled side or flap side down so it gets a good seal on it. Sometimes they do pop open, no big deal. Just make sure it's down again. Some loaded breakfast burritos. Good crunch there. Make sure you pair it with some salsa verde, maybe spicy ketchup or something. Any kind of condiment really goes really good with it. They're always a big hit in the morning for breakfast. You can even freeze them and use them out throughout the week for the kids to heat up real quick for a quick breakfast before school. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Give me a like and follow. We'll see you next time.